morning, you guys. Welcome back to Lola's farm. Lola girl, where's the star of the show? Come over here. The cold front is coming back. We had a really nice long stretch of some warm weather, some sunshine, but the north wind, a little bit of the Baja Decke, the mist, the colds. We're installing something that we kind of put off for a little while because we were waiting for the specific parts to come in, and they just came in the other day.
So I've been spending the last week thinking about this. How we're gonna get this stove vented out of the roof here. And there's some problems because the vent needs to go straight up. It's a very small pipe, it's a 3-inch pipe, so we need to go straight up out of the roof. And we very stupidly put this metal rack in the way. I don't know if some of you guys saw our last video. I made a big boo-boo. We just put this in, and I wasn't thinking about the wood stove. But now that we actually have this vent pipe in, we've been waiting 4 months for this. Now that we actually have this in, and I had a chance to kind of stick it on here and take a look, I think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And I think we're even gonna have that 1-inch air gap that we're supposed to have from the metal rack. The one bad thing is we're gonna have to move this wood stove over to the left. We really wanted it centered, but it'll give us a little bit of room to stack some wood here. It's not the worst case in the world, and it's way better than having to cut out this rack.
So the first step we're gonna do is to actually bolt the wood stove down so it's nice and secure.
Nice. I'm excited to tell you guys that Kaylee has a new favorite tool.
I don't even know how it works. This is Mr. Plumbob.
So we're gonna use this tool to find the center of where the hole is gonna be to exit the roof.
Mr. Bob. Is that how they used to level things back in the olden days?
That's just how they level things today, honey.
I know, but like, this looks like, you know, could be from the Stonehenges.
I want Mr. Bob to be in the center of that hole.
Okay, move it to, yeah, okay.
Right there?
Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Does it look good from where you are?
Move right there. Uh-oh, I put a hole in the roof. We kind of have to make this up on the fly because we just have our roof paneling up here. There's no insulation, there's no interior roof, and that's really, really rare. And that's mostly just because of where we are. Like, you'd usually be crazy if you don't insulate your roof. But here the temperature really stays between 60 and 75 degrees. We really don't need to worry about this roof catching on fire because it's made out of metal, and we're still even gonna use this insulated exit pipe that the tube's gonna run through.
Pregnant woman about to use the angle grinder? What if I was about to use the angle grinder? What would you say, huh?
Honey, I love the way you've been trolling our comment section.
I'm not gonna use the angle grinder. This is actually something that I've refused to use ever since the beginning. It's just the one tool that just scares the absolute living crap out of me.
And by beginning, she means the 1.5 years that we've been doing construction, not just since she's been pregnant, because
Exactly.
she's terrified of all the sparks.
This thing is called a boot.
The one thing we do have to worry about here is rain. And that's why cutting a hole in this roof is scaring the crap out of me right now, because I really, really don't want any leaks. So I'm just trying to seal this up as good as I can. So I think it's time to cut a hole in the roof. So I'm using a combo of these tin snips and this angle grinder to make this hole. It's a little jagged, but it's okay because the exhaust pipe is actually isn't going to touch it. There's going to be a little bit of space, just as a little extra security. Come on, honey.
Oh my God, pregnant woman on the roof.
Push up as much as you can. Up. I'm doing everything that I can think of to seal this up. We're starting with a roll of butyl tape, and then I'm even gonna put a row of silicone, just as some extra security. We're gonna have thousands of gallons of water hitting this roof, and we need it to not go in through this hole. We're gonna have a bad time. Good. Now I'm gonna try and drill this in. Am I drilling through the hole of the metal sheet? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna put a screw right there now, okay?
Happy about that, honey?
Yeah, so I was really worried because the roof is so thin.
Right.
Good? Nice.
Woohoo!
All right, now we're just gonna silicone this crap up. Look at this cute little thing. I screwed on the little top so no rain gets inside. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. This might be enough in the States, but here, I don't know. The rain comes in at like a line drive from right here. There's just one step left, and that's to connect this to there. Here's a little inside view of what we just did. But it's gonna have to wait a couple hours.
We got places to go and people to see.
So if any of you guys are new around here, Kaylee and I actually have a Panamanian coffee business. And we have our business with this guy right here. This is Arturo.
All right.
How are you?
Welcome. How are you doing?
Well, you haven't been in our vlogs for a while. Why don't you tell these guys what you've been up to?
Well, we've been up to, I've been learning. I've been trying to, you know, polish my craft.
Arturo roasts all the coffee, and he kind of went into this endeavor of his coffee business with us, roasting for the first time. And now he's like...
He's tuning his
craft.
Yeah.
Last time you drove a manual, love, was when we were in Europe.
Look at you, Lenny.
It's my dream car, baby.
Can you do that when you're 7 months pregnant?
Probably not.
So I'm very, very excited to welcome you guys to Mima Estate. This is owned by the Altieri family, and they have over 80 acres of coffee.
So we just noticed as we're up here, we were checking the elevation where we were at, and we're probably about 150 meters higher than where our land is, and we just so happen to look straight ahead. And we're right on the other side of the valley, right over there. We can basically see our land from this spot.
We bought a bunch of this coffee. This is all geisha coffee here, which is the most sought after coffee in all of Panama. You want to tell them a little bit about geisha?
Yeah, sure. Geisha is, you know, it's the king and the queen of all coffees, award-wise, quality-wise, because of its flavor. And you guys will have a shot of it very soon again.
Last year when we went to Arturo's coffee competition, everyone that was there was competing with geisha. That's like the coffee that you use if you're going into competition. It is delicate, it is delicious, and it is different.
So we recently just bought 150 pounds of this exact coffee directly from this farm. And it's pretty amazing being able to come to the actual place and see the whole process, see the plants that it's coming from, seeing the drying beds that it's drying on.
Just in this one view, you can almost see the history of coffee. All coffee used to be dried this way in a wash process. And then about 10 years ago, they decided to try to dry it with the skin on in a natural process. And now what's happening is they're fermenting it in an anaerobic process before they dry it. And now we're back at the coffee lab. So the coffee goes from the farm to this white bag right here, comes down, gets put in our beautiful coffee roaster, roasted by Arturo, hand selected, every single bean's hand selected on this table, gets put in bags like this one, and then gets shipped out to whoever wants it.
So we just want to let you guys know that we actually have 200 bags available of this geisha right now. It's called Golden Geisha. If you go on our website, it's amazing. If you guys want to check it out, click the link in our description below.
We've got our coffee. We're about to have a fireplace. There'll be nothing better than having morning coffee with a fire going, sweetie.
Or evening. You know what we're gonna start doing?
What?
Scrabble nights.
By the fire?
Evening Scrabble nights by the fire.
All we have to do is just put the flue pipe in from there to there.
You gotta like see where it lines up.
Oh, you broke it, bro. No, I didn't.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a nice, smooth experience with the smoke just going straight up. Nowhere else. We just want that smoke to go straight up.
This might be one of the happiest days of my life.
So far, everything is looking amazing. The most exciting part of all this is when we go outside and see that little chimney pipe with the smoke just coming right up.
Can't see like a bunch of smoke.
god, how the heck do you open these things? So sticky. Did you wash your hands?
I just showered.
Okay.
You ready for that night? Wanna go up to bed? Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mr. George. Good night, good girl. Good night, my love. Good night, you guys. I'm passing out. See you next time.